Alright, FIL, FIL. Today we're going to finish what we're eating before we start talking. There we go, right. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be jazzing up this skateboard. I took this to Frinton-on-Sea yesterday and had a bit of a skate, and I really like it. I really like the shape of the board. And last night I was on the internet looking through different skateboards, thinking, oh, I want something that's kind of similar to that, but I want loads of different things on it. And then I realised that I need to stop wasting money on stuff, and maybe I could just jazz this up a bit. So we just sat outside B&M, which obviously stands for Brian's Minge. We're waiting for that to open at the moment, so I'm just having a spot of breakfast while we do that. Today's breakfast is a skier bowl, and I've absolutely nailed it today. I've made a few of these now because it seems to be in fashion at the moment, and I'm just jumping on the latest trends, and I've messed them up and I've not really enjoyed them, but this one I've thought about it and I've got all the ratios perfect, and it's really good. If you've never had a skier bowl, like, it's worth trying because they are really nice. This one's got all sorts of stuff in it. It's got yogurt, raspberries, blueberries, muesli, honey, dark chocolate, baked beans, beef jerky. You can just put whatever you want in it. And this probably worked out to about £1 something a bowl. And it's, I think, probably quite good for you. Well, I need to go and get some spray paint. Well, no luck in there. I think I want to get like a neon spray paint. They've got a few sprays in there, but nothing that I think would be worthy of this skateboard. So there's a little hardware shop just up the road, so I'm gonna have a look there. Well, we managed to get hold of a couple of sprays. I reckon these are going to be absolutely terrible because they were £3 each. Let's get a bit of this on there. Well, that's it, good to go. It looks really cool like that. I'd quite happily keep it like that, but I've bought the spray paint, so I'm gonna just stick to the original plan. We'll start off with the lightest colour. Well, I've left that to dry for about 4 minutes. I'm going to tape a little design on it now and then do the next layer of paint. I've not even thought about it, and it's just turned out looking like my favourite ice lolly. Okay, well it's now time to take a little look at the finished product. Slop. As you can see, it's a sort of abstract piece. Slop. As you can see. Slop. As you can see, it's a sort of abstract piece, truly a one of a kind, and it's also a representation of life itself, where it sort of got off to a good start and then it just went downhill and ended up looking like this. Let's go and see whether it even works. Well, it's safe to say it is a fantastic skateboard. I've realised that I am not over the moon with the artwork on it. I feel like I've not really done any sort of art, like spraying stuff, since the early 2000s, and I feel like I've just picked up where I left off. Well, I've just read all the information on that sign there, and it's quite an interesting building, really. So this building was actually the home of the first ever dwarf that was invented. Now, unfortunately, the people of Twattington had never seen a dwarf before, and in all honesty, they were scared of him. The local council eventually agreed to build Mr. Tinkles this house. The council also decided to build this cast iron gate around it with spikes on the top to stop Mr. Tinkles from escaping. Mr. Tinkles was grateful of the wonderful building they'd made for him to live in, but he wasn't happy that he wasn't allowed to leave, so he contacted the Citizens Advice Bureau, and they agreed to build him this hook in his garden, so at least once a day he could hook himself on and then shout to his missus, who lived in the house, and she'd do the winder and it would lift him up, and he'd be able to have a little look at the boats and that for a bit. Today I've treated myself to a corner shop lunch. Got a sausage roll for about £1.50, pepperoni chorizo these were 2 for £2, but I'm going to eat one tomorrow. And I got an Adnams Ghost Ship non-alcohol and a big bag of Marmite crisps for £1.25. These were absolutely covered in flavour, and they left my fingers looking like I'd gone to sleep with an itchy starfish. They're probably the best crisps I've had in a long time. See you later.